Hey there, Wargamers Just Around Painter. Today, we're going to check out the Urbanmech LAM. I'd like to welcome you guys back to the channel. If you're new here, please alpha strike that like and subscribe button. If you're a returning viewer, thank you for tuning in today. Thank you for helping support what I do. Appreciate you having my back. Thank you guys for being here. That said, today we're going to be checking out the Battletech salvage box Urbanmech LAM. I'm not sure why this one's considered a salvage box, but we'll get into this today. I'd like to thank you guys in advance for bearing with me here while I sound a little bit stuffy. Not sick, but my voice was almost gone from Adepticon and I'm fresh back, so this is one of the first videos I've been filming since returning. Big shout out to Randall Bills from Catalyst Game Labs. He gave this to me for free. I'm always happy to pay for stuff, but when they give me something for free, I do put it on the channel. I want to make sure that I shine some light on that. He gave me a copy of the Alpha Strike box set before it was street available a few years back, I think at this point. It was at one of the Krinsky Con I went to with Robert from Fortress Minis and Games. And he gave that to me for free. It was an open copy that I used for previewing, but he did give it to me, offered to pay for it, but he gave it to me. And I made sure to paint it, took it to Adepticon in 2023, and it was at our booth to display and help promote the game. That said, he gave me this, and I'm going to try and do some content with this, maybe paint something, see what we can do. That said, let's flip around here, and I will show you guys what's in this box. All right, guys, so we're going to be checking out the LAM, the Urbanmech LAM, Sir Trolls himself, and we'll check this out. Now, I know if Ray Aristia is watching this, I know he hates the LAM. I'm sorry, but he's so damn cute. We just got to have it. I know you begrudgingly probably agreed to help produce this, but the fans like it, and sometimes the little trolley mascot for the game brings in some money. So that said, looking at the box here before we open it up, the background picture in the back, like I've done for previews before, the artwork in the back, I mean, it's interesting. It looks like some destroyed buildings back there, but not a cool piece of art like the other ones. Not the end of the world, but there's something in there. So we'll try and get into that and showcase what's there in a moment. Looking at the box here, so you guys can see what's going down. I do not know what the MSRP is on this. I don't think it says, and they didn't let me pay for it, so I could not tell you yet. I know these were supposed to be available at Adepticon, but a lot of their stock was stuck in the Panama Canal, which is why I don't have the other Force Pack that was supposed to come out, one of the Star League ones. I do not have that. And then the Davian Force book was not there either. A little bit of a closer look at the inside there. So that said, let's go ahead and pop open the cards here and see what we've got. As always, all right, so we got one unit card and one pilot card here. So you guys a quick moment to check this out. This is the Urbanmech LAM, no affiliation, no rank, and no units. Gunnery skill 2 pilot, or 3 pilot skill 2. And a little flavor text there. And interesting enough, this is also copyright 2023, so this is from last year, which I knew I'd seen previews of this at Krinsky Con and was curious to see that it had not released sooner. Now on the back here we have Bryn Bills, 4 gunnery, 3 pilot, and this is named after Randall Bills' son, Bryn, if you guys did or did not know. Or at least I'm assuming. I'm going to assume that. So rank captain, affiliation none, unit none, Urbanmech LAM, and there we go. The little feet look a little weird, almost like they're the legs are like popped in at the knee, but not the end of the world. All right, so let's check out the unit card here. Coming to 18 points, usable in the Jihad, Dark Age, and Ill-Clan era. TMM1 6J210, ENE Fuel 8 LAM. Okay, so this one's got special rules for actually being a LAM. I do not know what fuel means. LAM, I'm assuming it's 18 ground, maybe 3 atmospheric. I have no idea. I don't know what the LAM rules are. I just thought like Urbanmechs because they're trolleys, so this might add some complications. The fact that he's 18 points with 6 life though, not bad. With a jump around to increase his survivability. Other things that are in his kind of weight class or points class on the tabletop don't have as much life. So he's a nice little tanky guy that can kind of push forward, hold objectives in the backfield, and just shoot at stuff. It's also nice that he's E&E, so not going to get exploded instantly. Now that was the AO7 variant. We've got the XLA variant coming in at 28 points. Also Jihad, Dark Age, and Ill-Clan era. Also Team M1 6J. He's a 332. AECM, maybe that's Advanced ECM, ENE, Fuel 4, same LAM rules. So these two we'd have to look up and see what they actually do because I don't know. 6 life. So this guy is coming in at 5 points cheaper than my baseline mech. If you guys have not watched that video on the channel, you should check it out. It is one of the Mad Dogs who's got 333 for damage, 10 move, TMM 2, and then I think 8 life, coming in at 5 points more. So this one feels a little hefty for the points, or a little points expensive for what he does. The extra damage at medium range is good, but I think at 28 points, there's probably other stuff in this point range that's going to do you a little bit better. That is not knowing what the LAM rules are, though. The LAM rules might just make him absolutely bonkers, so I don't know. But for the cutesy factor, there we go. That said, let's get this card put back in here, because I only have one of these, and I don't want it to get messed up. Little ASMR there for you. And let's check out the minis. So first we have got this guy, who comes with a flight stand similar to the Shallone. And this is going to peg into his obvious joke to be made there. All right, so one of the things I'm going to immediately say is I don't like this. All right, so this is kind of bent, if you guys can see that. And I'm concerned, I'd be really concerned with breaking that. So just be aware when you get this. And the height is hilarious. He's adorable and he's a flying trash can. What more can you say? Oh gosh, so stupid, so stupid. But it's very, very funny. I want a whole force of these just for the lulz. I was going to get 2 boxes if they were on sale, and they were not. But there is the flying version of it. Taking a quick peek here. Let me lean away from the camera and look in. Check out the mold line issues. Well, no issues. The mold line situation. I feel like they're kind of running down the wing here. Not a terrible place, yeah, not a terrible place to clean up. And the underside, yeah, I mean, there's a few areas. Let's see if I can actually get this off without breaking it. Cool. A few areas down here for cleaning, but they are on the underside of the model. Doesn't look too bad, actually. Kind of a cute little guy. So I'll put that back in the box and his base in there. And we'll check out the standard. This is the Urbanmech with his wings not deployed. So this one could be easily on the tabletop and just kind of there with the normal Urbies. I like the kind of aggressive stance of it. I like a mech that's not just standing at attention. So we've got like a little bit of motion on him. And one of the things I really like too is that his face is on a flat. They've had some mechs come out recently where it's kind of on a diagonal and it's not as obvious what facing is meant to be the front. Some people use legs, but if you're using legs, it's at a corner. I always use torso if possible. And then if I really want it to be the torso and the torso's here, I'll pick the flat and I'll paint it or something. But very cool. I like that. And got some mold line areas to clean up in the same spots as the other guy, kind of on the flats of the legs. But that doesn't look like it's going to be too bad to get in on to clean. So, yeah, like that. And then the last but not least, we've got the actual one with the jump plumes. So we'll show this guy off first. And his wings are kind of folded and arced to kind of be in between. We have the on the ground version, we have the flying version, and then we have the like one looks like he's kind of like gliding or jumping. So he's actually got the fold in the wings, whereas this one has flat wings across. So, all right, so check our mold line situation here. Yeah, same kind of spots. I'm not shocked there. Not terrible, at least they're nice and flat. Should be reasonably easy to clean. This one's gonna have some areas that are kind of a pain to paint back in here. It's not the end of the world though. But he comes with this little mamma jamma here, which is pretty cool. And this will be very obvious to you if you've seen any of the other jump jet plumes. It kind of functions the same way from their other kits. And it looks like this one specifically is going to socket into the actual engines here. These are kind of dainty mount points, so I'd be careful when you do that so you don't mess up anything. But look at Goofy Irby, pew, pew, himself. So adorable. So I can't give you guys a recommendation on price because I don't know what this right here is going to cost. I would guess this is 25 to 30 bucks. That's my guess. If it's 35, I feel like it's a little high. But for the vanity of it, it wouldn't, that wouldn't it wouldn't surprise me too much, but if I was guessing, it's going to be 30, but I don't actually know. So I'm guessing, is this a good product for you to pick up as a recommendation? That really comes down to if you want Urbanmechs and the lulls. I know some people don't care for these. They think they're stupid and trolly. I'm inclined to agree that they are stupid and trolly, but that's why I love them. Some people hate them, but I like them because they're Urbanmechs and they're cute. Gameplay-wise, on the tabletop, you can get Urbies to fill in at a reasonably low point cost for their HP. Sit them back at the cusp of the medium range and just let them shoot. If your opponent shoot at the Urbies and hurt them, you shot an Urbie, congratulations, you didn't shoot at something else more important. So that's kind of how I fit them into Alpha Strike. But then you have these for the lulls. So take from that what you will. Hopefully this gave you guys a good first look at the Urbanmech LAM. I do wish, actually, you know what? I think I know why this is called a salvage box now, because I think it's meant to be representing one guy in 3 different modes. I bet it's like ground, in between, and then atmospheric. I bet that is why this is not a lance. I bet it's supposed to represent one guy. Interesting. I'll probably still buy another one of these just to get my numbers even, because that's 3 and I would want to have lances, so we'll get more later. But I bet that's why. Maybe I just answered one of my own questions. That said, folks, hopefully this gave you a good look at them and look at the pilot cards, and maybe we'll get some more for funsies mechs from Catalyst as well. Not everything has to be super serious, and if this isn't a product for you, don't buy it. Vote with your dollars and buy what you do like. But I think the community at large probably has embraced Urbanmech, and they want it for the lulls and not just the rules mechanics. And to that end, folks, I hope you enjoyed this review of the Urbanmech LAM. Like I said, big shout out to Randall Bills for hooking me up with one of these early. Thank you very much. And for you guys in YouTube land, hopefully they give you an idea of what to expect in this box. Again, I don't know what the price point's going to be. I would venture to say probably about 30 bucks. That's my guess. If it comes in at under 30, fantastic. If it comes in over 30, a little pricey. I think 30 is the sweet spot for this particular guy right here, and I think that's probably going to fall in line with what their price points are going to be. Hopefully you got a decent look at the pilot cards if you're interested, and the mold lines and so forth, and maybe you'll see some more of this in the future if I get some time to paint on him, hopefully in the near future as well. That said, that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Hope you enjoyed. As always, keep painting your models, keep rolling your dice, and I will catch you guys next time. If you made it this far, you're probably a viewer that already hits that like button when you see a video come up. You're probably already a subscriber, and you probably jump into the comments down below to help support the channel, to help support that algorithm. But if you're looking for some other ways to help support the channel too, make sure you check the description down below. Maybe you want to pick up some paints from Monument Hobbies. That's my paint of choice. The Pro Acrylic line is chef's kiss, good stuff. Maybe you want to check out some of the offerings from Death Designs, where I work in my day job. We got plenty of 3D printed products, as well as MDF terrain, some of the stuff that I have designed myself and we play with here on the channel. And if you're looking to bolster your Battletech ranks, miniatures, and offerings, make sure you check out Bobby from Fortress Miniatures and Games. He's one of the main supporters of the channel as well, and supporting any of these companies helps support what I do and helps to ensure that I can continue to bring content to all of you. If you want to become a super supporter, I highly recommend you guys check out the Patreon. You guys get that extra little edge to help push more content out, and I really do appreciate that. And my ultimate goal on the channel is to continue to be able to not only put out the content we have now, but to get to a point where you can put out more content later, whether that be battle reports or painting tutorials or just more rambles, anything at all. I'd like to be doing more content for you. This is something that I enjoy. I like being able to cast a light into the darkness to bring a little bit of hobby positivity to all of you and make you feel good, and also enjoy playing games myself. As we do the final sign off here though, I do want to go ahead and switch on over and do the scroll of awesome to showcase all the Patreon supporters, the super supporters of the channel, to give them some recognition for helping support what I do. Thank you guys so much, and I will catch you guys next time.